Snowballing, got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a nah flex. While you there looking depressed, feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real suck like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Chargers at 500 hit 6-6, and they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Herbert now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Eckler is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. Off the play fake to Eckler. It's Herbert. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Channing Tindall, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this would be a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
On second down, Mostert. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. From his own end zone, Herbert. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. To throw from his end zone, Herbert. Williams brings it in. He's got room past the 30. Now he's free to midfield. Mike Williams. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just get...
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your play.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Tua going to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Tua. And this one too low.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 now. Tua, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Herbert on first down now. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, rather look at the defense. They came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On first and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Herbert. Just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now Herbert, third and goal. And he's got it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the right.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. First down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, what's this? Hey.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put the...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Herbert. Touchdown! Donald Pill, 28 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Tua now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A real defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27. Running on first down, Eckler. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Now it's Herbert. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Herbert now. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Play action. It's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Mostert. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Herbert off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, It's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Herbert throwing again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. He made his first attempt, this from 35. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. One final try for Tagovailoa. And now here's another interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover.